It's so great to be together again and again and again. First day, next day, second day, third day, every moment to be together, to come back to the land of the hearts. You know, we have many yards in our life. Some of the yards, it will be the memory. Part of that yards will be sometimes our longing to our origin. But it's very important to pass through the land of the hearts. Without to pass through the land of the hearts, we will not arrive to the map of ourselves. Many of us try to search, try to seek, to achieve the knowledge about themselves, but they can know a little bit, yeah, but most of us, sometimes we say, yeah, I began to be complete and to understand very well myself. The gate for that mysterious castle is humility, connection, understanding, knowing, and love. You know, it's very important. And how can we prepare ourselves to know ourselves? We need to open, as we say, the lands of the hearts for the divine rain, for to get more and more knowledge. It's kind of very simple philosophy. It's not so complicated philosophy to understand that. When we will arrive to that point directly, we will know that the eyes of the other is my eye. I can see everything through the eye of the other, of the world, of the people, of the trees, the eyes of the birds and the animals all around. This is who we are. Shabuddin, good morning. David Les.
Good morning. Good
Yes.
morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. To see everyone with the eyes of the heart requires a shift that human beings are not used to. And what is the shift? What do we have to do? We've been trained, certainly in school and probably before that, to receive everything through the lens of the mind. So everything we take in, we put into words, we put into feelings. Everything goes through the lens of the mind. And what that does is it creates a world of mind. And in a world of mind, terrible things can happen because in the mind we can justify anything. But in the world of the heart, which is really what we're all hoping to experience, in the world of the heart, we can't justify our behavior when it's out of rhythm, when it's not real, when it's not true. The heart doesn't lie. The mind can lie, but the heart doesn't lie. All of the prophets of God, known and unknown to the world, women and men, they all spoke the truth. Why? Because they expressed the real truth from their heart. Then people create differences. Mine is better than yours. This means this, and this doesn't mean that. And we use words and words and words to create differences. But the universe, and especially this planet, is like a dome. It's as if we're surrounded by a huge mirror. And what one of us really thinks and feels, even if it's not a good feeling, goes up and bounces back. It doesn't necessarily hit the same person, but it hits somebody or some area. So our work in the Abrahamic reunion, and I assume all of us are in the Abrahamic reunion. No visitors. If you're here, you're part of the family. All of us, our work is to learn to experience the difficulty, the wars, the killings, the appropriation of property, the disrespect. We need to bring it back, all of it, into our own heart and find a way to project that into the dome of the universe And what's the fruit of that? The fruit of that tree is peace. The roots go very deep, deep within our heart. Making peace is not diplomacy. Making peace is spirituality. Make no mistake about it. It's our hearts, it's our souls that bring peace. Not diplomats, not governments, not politicians. Easy to blame them, but the reality is peace must come from each of our hearts. Each one of us has work to do, and that's the work. So thank you. Thank you for listening to my rather long talk today, but I really wanted to share this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shahabuddin. It's very important for us to hear that, and it can feed our inner side and external side. Thank you so much. As in continuation, I want to say, many people came to a very empty place, demolished place, and they begin to walk between the ruins there and crying. And suddenly they saw a very great person, you know, she was sitting there and smiling. And they say, oh, what happened? It's a ruins, nothing here. And when they came closer, they saw she was looking at a small rose emerge from the land between all of these ruins. And they began to talk to her. She didn't respond. But when she looked at them, all of them, they inhale and they understand and realize the meaning of the rose among all of these ruins. And they realize that they need to get to their inner side, as Shahabuddin say, the big mirror, to polish the mirror of the heart. Thank you so much, Shahabuddin. Najah Kabaha, the leader, the women leader, Sheikh Najah Kabaha. She is the co-chair of Abrahamic Reunion in Israel. And we will not talk a lot about her. You know her very well, better than me sometimes, you know. I will invite her to be with us and to pray for us. Malcolm will translate also. أم البراء يا نجاح كبها أهلا وسهلا بك في هذا اللقاء الجميل. طبعا نحن يشرفنا أن تكوني معنا، وهذا حب كبير أن تكوني معنا. لذلك هنالك مالكم بده يترجمك، أنت بتحكي نتفي وهو بترجم، مش تنسي وتحكي أطول. نتفي. نجاح تفضلي.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Greetings to you all, to those who are here, Miss Najah, the beautiful lady, and she's just saying greetings and peace in the name of God, the most compassionate and merciful. تفضلي.
السلام عليكم كمان مرة. في هاي الأيام العصيبة شديدة البلوى، أنا بحب هيك
In those
أحكي.
very tragic and difficult days,
لا يسعنا إلا أن نقول ونشد على الأيادي جميعا، على أيدينا نحن جميعا، بأنه لا يتعافى المرء إلا بالصبر.
there's nothing that we can elaborate more on patience that is the healing to us.
والتوكل على الله.
And dependence upon God.
في كل أمور حياتنا.
In all of our lives' affairs.
ولا نتعافى إلا بالرضا واليقين بأن كل ما يحدث هو الأفضل لأنه اختيار الله.
And we do not get enough or healed or recovered unless we realize that everything that happens is according to God's will.
نتعافى بالرحمة التي تتنزل علينا وعلى قلوبنا بالنسيان.
We
brings about forgetfulness of our hearts.
مالكم الانترنت
Did you hear me?
الآن أفضل. تتحدث.
Do you hear me?
Now translate, because we didn't hear you very well.
Yes, we are recovered by the healing of our hearts that brings about forgetfulness.
واللطف الذي يسخره الله لنا ولعباده جميعا.
And the kindness that God provides and consecrates for us.
والسكينة التي تقع في قلوبنا بحمد الله سبحانه وتعالى.
And the serenity that comes by the gratitude towards God, our Creator.
فكل إنسان منا يمر بتجارب أو مواقف صعبة سيكون لها إلا أن يكون لها فترة للتعافي. لابد أن نتعافى.
Each and every person that passes through difficult times, there's always time for recovery and healing.
حتى كل من استنزف الطاقة لابد أن يتعافى.
Even all those who have been, their energy have been taken away from them, they will recover.
وكذلك الذي ملأ قلبه بالحزن أو امتلأ قلبه بالحزن وضاقت عليه الدنيا بما رحبت لابد أن ينتهي هذا الأمر.
And those who have despair and their hearts filled, there is a time for healing also.
مررنا وسنمر بالكثير من المواقف الصعبة.
We pass and we will still pass through difficult times.
وستدور ملايين الأسئلة في رؤوسنا.
And millions of questions will come around our mind and storm our brain.
ولكن هناك إجابة واحدة وهي قدر الله وما شاء فعل.
And there is one answer. It is what God has destined.
هذه الفترات الصعبة التي توضح مدى رضانا ومدى صبرنا ومدى علاقتنا مع الله.
Those times that decide our acceptance, tolerance, or resiliency with God.
هي التي تكشف لنا حقيقة ما حولنا.
Is what reveals to us the reality and the truth of the reality around us.
ولذا سينتهي كل شيء بالصبر والرضا والتوكل على الله.
And thus everything ends and is concluded by patience and dependence upon God, reliance upon Him.
وما علينا إلا أن نستبشر خيرا.
And we do not need but to hope for the better.
وأن ندعو بدعاء من القلب.
That we may pray from the very bottom of our hearts.
مع التسليم لله.
Utter surrender to God.
والتسليم هنا أراه.
And surrender here.
أن أقول لله سبحانه وتعالى وأخاطبه بقلبي وروحي وعقلي وكياني أن أمرنا كله بيدك يا الله.
Is to say to God Almighty with all of our hearts, minds, and souls that all of our living beings is in you, in the hands of you, God.
فنحن نتحدث إليك ونلجأ إليك بحسن وظننا بك يا الله.
We come to you, God, with utter trust and positive thinking and trust in you, God.
لا أريد أن أقول إلا أننا نضع حاجتنا بين يديك.
I don't want to say, but that we surrender all of our needs in your arms.
فأنت تصنعنا بعينك التي لا تنام.
You take care of us with your eye that never sleeps.
واحتياجاتنا كلها لك.
And all of our needs are to you.
اصنعها بعينك يا الله.
Oh, take care of it with your eye, oh God. Fulfill it.
فلا بد لنا أن نرضى بما قسمت لنا.
We should be accepting of what you have destined to us.
لأنه لن يضيع عرف أسماءك الحسنى.
Because none of your names will be fading away.
فأنت الحكيم العليم.
For you are the wise and the knowledgeable.
أنت الحكيم العليم نتوجه إليك بضعفنا وقلة حيلتنا.
The omniscient, that we come to you with all of our needs and weaknesses and seek you.
فنحن نلجأ إليك لجوءا مطلقا.
We seek you with utter completeness.
فقد عجزنا يا الله.
For we are unable without you.
ومسألتنا خالصة لك.
And our cause is in your arms.
وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
And the end, I say, oh God, thank you, for you are the creator.
والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
And peace be with you, and from the blessings of the Almighty.
شكرا لكم، شكرا لكم من القلب.
Thank you all for your hearts.
بارك الله بك وشكر الله لسانك ولا فض فوك يا البراء. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this great prayer that you are doing for all of the world, not only or for the Palestinians, Israelis, and the Holy Land, for all of the world. Thank you.
All the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. بارك الله فيك وشكر الله كلامك يا البراء لا فض فوك. It's a great prayer and deep prayer. I want to say that we felt the pain and longing for peace and tranquility and quietness and every great things in our world, in our life as a human being. I want to say once a woman lost her son, and she catch her son all the time, hold him, and she say, I will not leave my son until God will answer my question to enliven him, to make him alive. She walk and suddenly she get to sit under a big tree. There she was very tired, and her son began to break and so on, and the smile wasn't so good, but she didn't leave her son, and she went to sleep a little bit. And she heard God say to her in a revelation, oh, great mom, go search if there is any house without pain. In this world, I will make your son enliven. And she began to search. She entered the first house. Have you been sad? Yes, we lost our father. Okay. Second, we lost our son, we lost our brother, we lost our sister, we lost our mom, and we lost all. In the end, she thought she passed all of the world. In the end of the neighborhood, she sat down and she understood this is the destiny of God. And then God said to her, now your son will be alive within you, with your deeds, with your behavior, with your intention, with your talk, with your love. All of us, we have the same pain, but I want to say that, as a Sufi say, cover your pain with a pink color, the color of love. Cover your pain with love. You will see many things will emerge from that unite between the pain and the love. Shawuddin, would you like to say something?
Wow. Thank you, Sheikh Naja. That was really deep and really beautiful.
Thank
And
you very
of
much.
course, Ghassan, your words also so deep and so beautiful. I first heard the story you just said in India from a Buddhist. And they said it's the original, one of the teachings of the Buddha, this very story, slightly different. It was a woman who was holding her dead baby, and he said, go to all the houses. I'm saying this not to say, well, it first was Buddhism or it first was Sufism, or no. We really need to feel, really, that we are all part of each other. And when we harm another, for real, we are harming ourselves. We can learn about another, we can act wisely, we can act with love. Sometimes we can act forcefully. That's all the will of God if we stay attuned. But if we just lose our connection with our destiny, our fate, whatever you wish to call it, if we lose that connection, we have what appears to be chaos. And in parts of life today, we're seeing chaos, but chaos doesn't really exist. Underneath all chaos, and physics is proving this, is fundamentally peace. So don't lose hope, please. Hope is the perfume that human beings naturally give off when they're in a balanced state. Enjoy the perfume. Don't forget it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shahabuddin. Thank you so much. And thank you all. We will see you tomorrow. As I say, continue to fly. Don't rest. Our wings still strong to fly, to get to the goal that we need to get there soon. The peace will come. The peace within us, but it will come to visit. See you tomorrow morning at 11. Love you so much. Shalom, salam, peace.